Hello, my friends. I am coming at you from Rome. This is my hotel room. This is one corner of my hotel room. Obviously, it's a bit bigger. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for all your support. I am a little nervous, as I am with so many things, yay anxiety, about how busking is going to go in the time of COVID, and in the time of Omicron at that. But honestly, I'm flexible, and a big reason for my flexibility is thanks to your support. So thank you very much again. Today, we are doing another episode of Wine Tasting with Vince. I have never drunk this. This is called Castelli Romani. It's a DOC wine, Denominazione di Origine Controllata, which means it's got a certain guarantee of quality. Generally only historically made wines that are made according to the historical formula in a historically delineated regions get this title. It is being phased out because this is an Italian title, DOC, whereas the European Union-wide version uses slightly different letters, which I don't recall off the top of my head, but means essentially the same thing. However, one reason I have never had this wine is because not a lot of Roman wine, this is a local Roman red, not a lot of Roman wine makes it out of Rome, because we drink a lot of it here. And by we, I mean Americans and tourists from all over the world, because Rome is such a hub, not only of local culture, but of tourism. Rome basically drinks all the wine that can be made in the region, and it's not a particularly large wine-growing region at that. Lazio, the region of Lazio, of which Rome is the capital. So this is Castelli Romani. It is from a town not far from the city of Rome called Palestrina, and Palestrina has a very dear place in my heart for several reasons. One of them being, in ancient Roman times, Palestrina was the center of the cult worship of the goddess Fortuna, the goddess of luck. And as I consider myself to be an extraordinarily lucky person, hello, I'm in Rome, as I consider myself an extraordinarily lucky person in general, I have a very soft spot in my heart for Dea Fortuna. Also, Palestrina, as an early music geek, was the birthplace and home to Giovanni Pierluigi da Palestrina, who was pretty much the biggest deal in 16th century music. He's considered to be the height of polyphonic music, and you've never heard me play him because none of his pieces can be done justice in being reduced to two parts that can be playable by two hands. However, he's amazing. I highly recommend, if you like the geeking out on early music, that you look him up if you're not already familiar. So anyway, this is from Palestrina, and as you can tell, the remains of my lunch are still on the table. I held off on recording this until I got a few calories in me because my morning stroll today involved 8 miles of walking because I love Rome. And so yeah, I was kind of in desperate need for some sustenance. And one of my favorite things to do when in Italy is just go to a grocery store, pick up a hunk of really good-looking bread and an interesting cheese. This is a pecorino that has been peppered. It has bits, kernels, whatever, the little round bits of pepper have been made into the cheese, and it was very delightful because pecorino is often a little more of a bland cheese, and it really pepped it up a bit. I really, really enjoyed it. It's also a pun because accidentally pepe is pepper in Italian, and I said pepped it up, and I didn't intend that, but I'm gonna chuckle about it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you knew I was a geek before, but if there was any doubt, I'm dispelling it now. So this is Castelli Romani, DOC, from Palestrina in the region of Lazio, in the environs of Rome. And I am really excited to give it a try. As I said, I've never had this wine. It is a local, I picked it up at the grocery store for €2.90 for the bottle. And again, DOC, this is a top shelf bottle in quality. It's just not a popular enough variety to get expensive. Which is, of course, one of my favorite ways to drink, being local and cheap. I love that sound. Oh, that's nice. So I'm in a fairly nice hotel room. It's got a jacuzzi tub, which if you've spent much time traveling in Europe, is kind of a big deal. That is really nice. However, it is lacking somewhat in the glassware department. And so once again, it is fine to drink wine out of plastic. Italians do it all the time. The one concession they make is when they toast chin chin is you bump knuckles instead of bumping the plastic. Possibly because it's meant to avoid deforming the cup and spilling your wine. But of course, a whole horde of superstition, and it's bad luck if you clink plastic. Possibly bad luck because then you spill it all over yourself, and who wants to do that to your wine? But again, no reason to be a snob about it. Drink wine out of the available vessel. It's fine. Leave that label prominently displayed. Oh, it smells like it's got a lot of flavor to it. As my dear friend Jamie Hauser always said at her wine tastings at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival in the persona of Madame Gislaine, get your nose in there. None of this pass it under your nose, just. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. It's got a lot of body to it, but it doesn't have the bitter foretaste that sometimes you get in a very full-bodied red wine, especially, as you will notice, I didn't let it breathe to let the tannins settle and let it oxidize a bit. Technically, I should have opened this 15 minutes ago and just let it aerate a little. But first of all, I was in a hurry to eat, and then second of all, I was in a hurry to drink. So, salute. Wow, that's really smooth. That goes down really easily. That's a little dangerous because I have a whole bottle of this stuff. So if I'm on social media going, and another thing tonight, you'll know what caused that. Yeah, that is really nice. That is really nice. I am excited. Thank you again for all of your support. Thank you for everything. I really, really greatly appreciate you. And I am really excited. I am back in Italy, and that's a little, it seems a little dreamlike, although that might also be jet lag. I am very thrilled to have a number of things in the works. I did a scouting walk around town this morning. It's one reason my stroll took 8 miles. And I've got a number of places that I want to shoot videos that have scenic backdrops that I'm really excited to shoot a little later this week. I'm gonna wait until Sunday morning because on Sunday morning there will be minimal foot and vehicle traffic, and I think I will be able to get the shots that I really like. I'm excited to share the trip with you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you again for your support, and I really appreciate you all. Have a beautiful day. Chin chin. Cheers.